Hi guys, Mike Mancias here, athletic trainer for LeBron James for the past 16 years. Today we're at V-True Gym in Los Angeles, and I want to take you guys through a quick demonstration on some of the exercises that we use with LeBron James. That includes mobility work, some cardiovascular conditioning, upper body strength training, lower body strength training, and most importantly, some core and recovery techniques. All right guys, so the first thing we'll talk about is preparation. Now preparation doesn't start once you get to the gym, but it starts the night before you get to the gym. And that includes a good night's sleep, a great dinner, and then in the morning, we'll have a pre-workout shake on the way to the gym, about half hour before we start our workout. Once we get to the gym, we'll start with about 8 to 10 minutes of foam rolling, and that includes the entire body, the quads, the calves, hamstrings, low back, etc., just to get the body and the muscle prepared for movement. And now the next exercise that we'll incorporate after our foam rolling is called a Spider-Man exercise. And this is a great hip opener for hip mobility, core strength, core control, and just overall great warm-up. Johnny here is going to demonstrate for us the proper technique for a Spider-Man. Great range of motion there, great hip opener in preparation for activity, great core strength and stability movement. Again, we'll do one set of about 10 to 12 reps before we start our total body conditioning and lifting routine. All right guys, so after we're done with our hip opener and mobility routine, now we start with a total body cardiovascular warm-up. One of the machines that I love to use in the gym is called the VersaClimber. It's challenging, but it provides a great total body warm-up and cardiovascular conditioning. And we'll do 3 sets of 30 seconds each, with about 15 to 20 seconds rest in between each set. All right, so Johnny's now going to demonstrate how to properly execute a VersaClimber technique. So some of the benefits of the VersaClimber include not only cardiovascular conditioning, but lower body toning and strength training, along with core stability and upper body mobility and strength as well. One of our favorite exercises to do for upper body core conditioning and strength is called the inverted row. There's a variety of different ways to do the inverted row. You could use rings, you could use bands, etc. We like to use a good old-fashioned barbell. The inverted row targets the back, obviously, but also the more you maintain that stability while you're doing it, you target your core and you target your glutes as well. Johnny here is going to demonstrate a couple for us. All right, so again, you're doing an inverted row, you're nice and stable, core's engaged, glutes are engaged, and then you just come right up. And you make sure not to bend or fold at the hip. Keep your core engaged, keep your glutes engaged, etc. And that's the movement right there. All right guys, so for this, the count rep is about 8 to 12, and we'll do about 3 sets of each. All right guys, so for our next upper body and actually the total body movement here, one of our favorites again is called the landmine rotational press. With this, we start with a nice wide base, nice wide stance, really engaging the glutes, engaging the core. You load up with in this case, is left hand, left arm, and then we up and rotate and finish up with our right. So it's a great lower body exercise, transferring weight up into the upper body. Nice. You know, part of LeBron's game is playing above the rim and transferring energy from the ground up into the rim, and this is exactly what that exercise is doing. Now for reps and sets, we'll do 8 to 12 reps on each side 3 times. A big part of basketball is obviously change of direction and lower body strength training. Johnny here is going to demonstrate a multi-planar lunge. All that means is we're going forward, we're going side, and we're going at an angle. If this was a clock, this is 12 o'clock, this is 2 o'clock, and this is 3 o'clock. For foot placement, you always want to stay at 12, 2, and 3. And same thing on the opposite side. Again, you're at 12, you're at 10, and you're at 9. Really focus on a big posture, your head up, your eyes should be facing forward, and your core should be engaged, your glutes should be engaged, your feet should be shoulder width apart. All right guys, so for a core exercise, we like to do a traditional chop. Usually we'll do this on a pulley machine, feet a little wider than shoulder width, good strong base in the glutes, your weight is transferred towards the back. Most of the pulley motion is done with the opposite arm, eyes up on the target, and you're just gonna chop and transfer energy down. Now again, most of your weight should not be in front of your knee or your foot, but mostly transfer it back on that glute. So you should be sitting down on that glute along with that chop. All right guys, so you've seen the exercises, now let's talk about recovery. So recovery for us entails 3 different things. It's nutrition, it's mobility, and it's a little bit of cryotherapy at the end of the day. So for us, nutrition is easy. That's the ladder plant-based protein powder. And the second is mobility. That's me stretching him, that's him stretching on his own, including hamstrings, glutes, quads, groin, and some shoulder exercises, just to open up the chest and work on his posture. And then cryotherapy at the end of the day. On the road, we fill up his hotel room bath with ice water, or it can be something simple as a foot bath, cold bucket. All right, so we went over a lot today, but just remember, some of the simplest routines and exercises are probably the ones that are most beneficial for you. As long as you focus on your intensity, you focus on your movement, and that's when you'll see some results.